Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green, manager of the AFC Wimbledon Wimbly Womblys, and today I am purchasing some players. But first, I have to prevent my enemies at Crotone, is that a real place, from purchasing Andy Barcham, because we need Andy Barcham. He's our only left midfielder, plus he's in good form and his morale is happy. I love to work with happy people, Meredith. As you know, it's a very positive workplace around here. It's late July 2016. And we are going to be acquiring some players. But here's how we're going to do it. I am only purchasing players that you have recommended in comments. So if you don't like these people, it's kind of your fault for not recommending better people. I will still be trying to purchase players probably when this video is uploaded, or in fact, I definitely will be. So recommend some players who you think might be good fits. First off, though, we're going with Sean Kelly, a 22-year-old left back from... Actually, oh wait, he plays for us. I'm just supposed to play him more often. Sorry, my mistake. So this video is off to a roaring start with me attempting to purchase one of my own players. Okay, we're going to try to buy Trent Alexander-Arnold, a right back. I'm very hopeful. Nope, that's not good. How do you go backwards? Nobody knows. Okay. Gosh, I'm really not very good, even at the basics of FIFA. Alexander. This would be nice because I could make some Alexander Hamilton songs, Meredith, so I'm kind of hoping that I can get him. His name's actually Trent, not Neil Alexander. Okay, that didn't work. I guess I'm just going to search for Trent, because that doesn't seem a particularly common name among millennials. There he is. He's a 17-year-old right midfielder, and I would like to inquire about him and find out if I can purchase him from Liverpool. It would be great. Liverpool and AFC Wimbledon love to do business with each other. Then I'm going to try to get a little fellow named Rhys Oxford. Rhys is a much more common millennial name. But there he is, Rhys Oxford, 17-year-old lad, who I've been told to purchase, so I'm going to inquire about him. His form is only okay, so maybe he's in the mood to leave West Ham United for some League One action. Hot League One action. Then I've been told to purchase Wout Faze. I'm sure I'm saying his name wrong, but to be fair, my name is OCOC Manager, and people really struggle with that as well. He's only 18 years old. I don't know why I'm purchasing all of these young players, but again, I am not making these decisions. You are making them for me. I suspect that Wout Faze is not going to be purchasable. Next on my list is a guy named Zay Turbo, who I really, really want because his name is Zay Turbo. Meredith, do you think you would have a vastly different life if you'd been named Zay Turbo from the very beginning? I do too. I feel like if you're named Zay Turbo, it's almost inevitable, you know, that you're going to be at least a semi-professional soccer player. It may not be the only thing that you do in your life, but it's going to be one of the things. I don't need a new striker, but again, I'm not making the decisions here. You are. Also, don't recommend. Lots of people have recommended that I buy like Lionel Messi, or Cristiano Ronaldo. I cannot afford those lads. Okay, don't be reasonable here. All right, I'm just one third-tier English football team. All right, there's another person I want to search for because this is a position that we actually need someone in. And that is, by the way, thanks to everybody who pointed out that I can play Dom Polian at left midfielder. That's been very helpful. Not Alex Lawless. I'm looking for Stephen Lawless, the 25-year-old left midfielder currently playing in, I believe, Scotland. Hey, buddy. You want to come play for Wimbledon? Enough with Partick Thistle. Partick Thistle. Is that a place? Or is that just a team name? I don't know. All right, I'm just going to do a couple more here. These were all recommended to me. This guy's name is David Ammu. He's a 25-year-old right midfielder. Now, my enemies will say, but John, you have plenty of right midfielders. But it's not about that. It's about just doing what I was told to do. And then I'm going to look up Kakuta Mane, who is very fast. He's the fastest player in FIFA, apparently. And I do love my pacey wings. As everybody knows, I've got a weakness for the pacey wing play. There he is. It's only 21 too, Meredith. Kid's got a bright future with AFC Wimbledon. Time to leave the Toronto Whitecaps or the Vancouver Whitecaps. I don't know. The Canadian Whitecaps are not part of your future. And then I believe there's a former Wimbly Wombly, or at least somebody I tried to buy a bunch of times. Bali. Was he a Wimbly Wombly, Meredith? Meredith and I have a vague memory of him being a Wimbly Wombly, but he might be a Wimbly Wombly of the future. I've got 5 other names here. I'm just going to go through and do them all, and then we'll see who's available and who doesn't cost $1 million. One of the issues is that I genuinely cannot pay $1 million for hardly any players. Now, this right winger, I'm not allowed to inquire about him. Well, what if I just approach to buy him? Oh, $1.1 million. Oh, I mean, there's no way I can pay $1.1 million for a 17-year-old child. I don't know. I don't know why everyone wants to buy young players. I think they're because they have more potential, but they're also more expensive. Then there's this guy whose name I can't say. So I'll just search for it because I cannot think of a way to pronounce it that does not involve cursing, and then maybe somebody's going to like take it out of context and make fun of me or something. I don't know. But I'm just going to I literally can no longer acquire players. We do not know much about this player. Okay, all right. I've done enough. I've done too much, actually. And it's time to just let the chips fall where they may. Usiasi manager has done his inquiring, lots of inquiring, and we'll find out if anybody... By the way, you want to see the squad. Here they are. We've got Dom Polian out on the left now, John Green and John Green up front. We've got Parrott and Beer, which is great because the Pirates' 2 favorite things are central midfield. We got Whelpdale on the right, and then we have Frankenstein on the right, too, as a backup. Very happy with the play of Buckminster Fuller in general. We could use a center back for sure because Paul Robinson is very good, but he is also extremely old. I believe he is 72. And then we have 2 left backs, Kelly, who has a lot of potential and can play at center back, according to the internet, according to you guys in comments. And we also have Meadsy in left back. So we've got, we've got a good side. I just wonder if we can strengthen that side by purchasing all 72 of the players you've recommended to me. Oh, good. Oh, there have been a bunch of inquiries. I'm very excited. Your David Ammu inquiry, $1.6 million for a right midfielder who gets $5,400 a week. I'm going to hold off. Oh, by the way, I've heard that you can buy players for free in the January transfer window. Can anybody link me to how I can do that or where you do it or make recommendations of who would be good for that or whatever? Connor Chaplin for $1.1 million. I do not need a $1.1 million striker. Zay Turbo. Zay Turbo is currently on loan. God, Meredith, we've made a horrible mistake. Okay, Trent Alexander-Arnold, the right midfielder, which is the position I don't really need. After having looked at all of these, I actually think that David Ammu is the best bet. But do I really need another right midfielder? We've got Frankenstein and that other guy out there. Well, I said that I would purchase the players that you guys want me to purchase. So I'll tell you what I'm going to try to do. I'm just going to try to get him for $1.1 million, and I'm going to submit that offer for David Ammu. I'm devastated about the fact that I can't get Trent Alexander-Arnold, and more devastated about the fact that I can't get Zay Turbo. Zay Turbo is going to be a huge part of our future, and now I just feel like everything's been taken away from me. I mean, on the other hand, Meredith, this guy could, like, grow in price, and I don't know. Let's just try to get him for $1 million. Let's just see if it works. You never know. He only has 1 year left on his contract. He is making $30,000 a week. So it actually, now that I think about it, it doesn't matter because I can't pay $30,000 a week. This guy, I just don't need a striker. All right, let's see if there's any other. Let's see if there's any news if I advance a little further. All right. Arsenal's going to pay $50 million for someone I've never heard of. Rhys Oxford. Everybody really wants me to get Rhys Oxford. $2 million, and he's making $12,000. That's a lot of money. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll do this just for you, West Ham. $1.8 million because I do need a central back with a good future. So that was for you, West Ham. You're welcome. All right, then we've got Woot Faze. He's not available. Partick Thistle. Oh, $1.4 million. Good Lord. But I could use one of these. Could use one of these fellas who's, you know, nice, like, left midfielder, backup Dompolion kind of guy. He's got a future. He's 25, though. We'll see. We'll see what they say at 1.2 million. I know, he's so old, 25. He's past his peak, Meredith. Okay, this fella from the Vancouver Whitecaps is $4.2 million, which I can't afford. But do you buy one great player? Meredith, this is a serious question for you. Do you buy one great player or do you buy several potentially good players? You think you buy one great player. All right, well, it's possible that my one great player is going to be Kakuta Mane, but I don't know for sure. And then Matthias Bowley recently has been joined, so he's not available. All right. Well, but Rhys Oxford is the player we could most use because we really do need a good center back. We don't need one. Transfer offer unacceptable. Well, that's impolite. $2 million for him. But, you know, in 5 months I might be able to get him for free if I'm willing to pay his $30,000 a week salary. All right. David Ammu is available, Meredith. And he's only $5,400 a week. Wait, let me look at his ratings real quick. I don't even remember who he is, which one he is. Hold on, everybody. David Ammu. All right. David Ammu on FIFA 7. He's a 67. He's a 67. I wonder what his potential is. Nobody knows. But he's a 93 pace. He's one of the fastest players in the game. Now I'm very tempted because I love a 93 pace. Meredith, I'm going to do it. What does he want per week? $5,400. And he wants to be, you know what, you're going to be an important team player. You're not going to be a crucial team player because what I'm tired of, very tired of, David Ammu and every other player, is complaining about playtime when you're not that good. It's not my fault that you're not that good. All right, we're bringing in David Ammu, very possibly. And then we've already made an offer on Rhys Oxford. So those would be our two big signings, probably. Transfer offer accepted and transfer offer accepted from... Oh, this is tense. All right, so now I'm choosing between a left midfielder... Right? He is a left midfielder, not a right midfielder. A 21-year-old left midfielder, maybe a future star, Meredith, for $5,600 a month. And on the other hand, this guy, who wants $10,000 a week. And does that say 10? I can't really read from here. Does that say 10,000? His player demands over there on the right side. God, I'm so old and blind. Why would we pay him $12,000 a week instead of $10,000 a week? All right, let's play him. Let's go ahead and just meet his demands, and then offer him a 4-year contract and say that he is going to be an important first-team player, because that's true. I mean, you will get some starting time, Rhys Oxford, playing for AFC Wimbledon. I can now no longer afford this guy, but... Whatever. You know what I'll do? I'll go down the line with him in case something else doesn't work with somebody, in case somebody backs off, or you never know what's going to happen in these situations. So I'm just going to try to just go down the line. We got our game with Gillingham coming up. Okay. Okay. Yep. We've accepted your conditions. Now we're in contacts with the player. And then what is this? Oh, this is Stephen Lawless. This is an entirely new person. It's too soon to decide on you, Stephen Lawless. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for you. All right, let's advance one more day and see if we can sign a player before this ends. We can't. Oh, I apologize. I have to play this game, guys, which I'm going to have to do in the next video. So let me know in comments if there are other players that you want me to get, bearing in mind that I might have just spent all of my money. And if you know any secrets to purchasing a top quality player for free when their contract expires, let me know that as well. Not even top quality necessarily. I'd take anything in the mid to upper 60s. Thank you for watching, and as always, best wishes.